North Korean threats topped the agenda when China and Russia's foreign ministers met on the sidelines of a security meeting in Beijing. They reiterated calls to resume the long-stalled six-party talks and expressed concern about THAAD deployment in South Korea. Connie Kim fills us in on what was discussed by the North's two traditional allies.
China and Russia called on South Korea and the U.S. to discuss the swift resumption of the six-party denuclearization talks and continue to voice their concern over the possible deployment of the U.S.-made Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System to South Korea. The comments came from Chinese Foreign Minister Wang and his Russian counterpart Sergey Lavrov during a meeting on the sidelines of the Conference on Interaction and Confidence-Building Measures in Asia, or CICA, in Beijing on Friday. Lavrov said he and Wang had discussed the escalating tensions on the Korean peninsula following Pyongyang's fourth nuclear test and said denuclearization talks are the most effective path to regional security in Northeast Asia. The Russian diplomat also remarked on the U.S.-made missile defense system, saying North Korea's actions should not be taken as a pretext for THAAD deployment. The Chinese foreign minister echoed the sentiment, saying Beijing and Moscow would both be directly affected by the deployment and that their concerns must be taken into consideration. Seoul and Washington agreed to formally discuss deploying a THAAD battery to South Korea, following North Korea's long-range ballistic missile launch in February. China and Russia have both been against the deployment as they believe it would give the U.S. an edge in regional security affairs. The two diplomats also had a clear message for the North: abstain from any new provocations. Many observers in South Korea say, however, that might be wishful thinking at this point. With North Korea's recent missile launches having ended in failure, the speculation that the North will go ahead with its fifth nuclear test next week ahead of its ruling Workers' Party Congress has ticked up a notch. Connie Kim, Arirang News.